Hey guys, welcome back to Just a Geek in the Garage. So once again, we're talking about the Meme XL tool. I think it's probably the third or fourth video on my channel where this thing is featured. But, there's a lot of controversy about this particular tool. I think way more controversy than there should be around a tool set, because sometimes it should be, hey, should I buy it? Should I not buy it? And that's kind of the end of it. But with this one, it's not only should I buy it or not buy it, it's also should I buy it and modify it. So, Doc over at Last Best Tool, one of the best tool channels on YouTube, just provided a video that kind of solved a few issues that a lot of us have had on here. But his fix will cost you about $200 total for all the tools required to make this into the best tool possible. And honestly, for that type of money, you can buy, something similar from a tool truck that probably will solve all of your issues to where Icon is not really relevant at that point. So, the main issue with this guy that a lot of people have talked about is going to be the fact that this ratchet is not the classic pass-through bit driver that this one was, and it just has that 1/4-inch anvil, which makes everything, no longer low profile when you're using this. So, one quick fix that a lot of people have done is they just simply swap out the ratchets, swap out this extension, since the T-handle only works with this guy and not this guy, and then probably add this 1/4-inch bit just so that you can get this thing to fit snugly here and actually sit in the place properly, right? So if you were to just do that, regular retail pricing, you're talking about this thing is $80 for the XL and about $40 for the regular one. So $120, and it leaves you kind of with a gutted case with a few bits and a 1/4-inch ratchet and extension that you're not necessarily using. Does not seem very cost effective to me. Another thing that people don't like about it is this guy. I mean, it's not bad. I guess it does what it needs to do. But, almost for me, it would have been better for them not to even have this in the case and make the case smaller. And as long as they had this particular pass-through ratcheting, pass-through ratchet, it would have been more useful for me. So, similar to what Doc did, I'm gonna take this out as well. Now, one thing about my channel is, like whether it's, Pittsburgh to Snap-on, what have you, whatever brand you like, I'm cool with. I have all the brands here, and I feel all of them have a place in your toolbox. Now, one thing that Doc did to this is, not only did he do this swap, but when he did that, he actually got this bit from a different set, so he had kind of included that in the price. And then he got a Vera swivel ratchet, which is a great ratchet, but I think he said it was about $50 or $60. So, quite expensive for what it is. So it made this whole thing about $200. And again, I'd rather walk onto a truck than spend $200 on something like this from Icon. Now, if you're anything like me and you have, a decent amount of tools sitting in your garage, you can be patient when you're looking for deals. So supposedly, and I've heard it both ways, this is potentially going to be part of their 40% off socket set coming up in a few weeks. If that's the case, this thing goes from being $80 to, if my math is correct, I think 54. No, that doesn't sound right. So 40%. So that would be $48. So it'd make it $48 for something like this, which honestly, $48 for all its flaws, honestly, I'd pay for that all day long for something like this, and have, a couple kits, in cars and things like that. But if you're also patient, this kit will go on sale sometimes for about $28. So if that's the case, and my math is close to correct, it's about, $75, $76 to buy both of these together when they're on sale. Now, the one thing that Doc did is he added a swivel ratchet, which the Pittsburgh happens to fit decently well. It's not perfect. Let's see if I can get this. I saw it in here earlier. There we go. Fits in there pretty well. So this solves two problems at once. One is, you know, some people said, hey, they included a 1/4 inch anvil because they need it for the 1/4 inch bits because it's not strong enough. So there you go. But it also swivels and has the ability to basically a nut driver. So you have a ratcheting version of this. So I think that kind of solves the best of both worlds. And if you're patient and you're waiting for sales, this could be had for around 90 bucks total. Tell me what you think. Is that still too much? Please like, subscribe, and comment down below.